about how you feel to be drafted?
It's an unbelievable experience. It's a dream come true, like everyone would say. But just it's happy to have all the hard work pay off for just today. Good to have my family down here, so it's it's a good payoff for me, but also them. They put a lot of sacrifice in, so it's good to have them down here.
What do you think about Arizona?
It's a nice place. I've actually been down there a few times. I'm really good friends with Austin Matthews on my team, so I've been to Scottsdale last year, so familiar with the area. I've been to Camelback Mountain, so it's a nice place, and it doesn't help that it's pretty warm down there, so it's always a positive.
And talk about just what you learned the last few years and with national team development.
Yeah, I think I developed into a power forward through those 2 years. I came in as a skill guy, but I changed my game to power forward. So the 2 years there, they built me up definitely physically, and on the ice that I developed as a player really well.
There's been a surge in Chicago fans getting drafted lately. How much of that do you think is because of the Blackhawks and the rise in Utah to the created?
Definitely a lot. The youth programs has taken off there tremendously, and I think a lot is to the Blackhawks. The kids go to the games and they see the whole deal there, and they just get excited and they want to play. And then the youth programs has taken off. They have about 4 travel teams there that are producing top talent every year, and there's a lot of guys coming in the league right now from Chicago. The Ryan Hartmans, those type of players that are from Chicago-based programs. So I think the Hawks have a lot to do with that.
What have the last 48 hours been?
Pretty hectic. Definitely nervous. There's my ratings were either first round or second round, so I was here yesterday and was pretty nervous. Didn't know where I was going to be taken. I'm pretty happy now. It's over with. Pretty quick day 2. But now it's all over with. I'm happy, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Was it especially grueling to wait that extra night?
I think definitely you have expectations for yourself, and I think you're always going to set yourself high. So I've obviously wanted to go first round, but in the end, I'm happy where I was taken. I knew I was going to be drafted. That was probably the biggest thing. It doesn't really matter where, and it's pretty much what you do after the draft. So I'm happy where I'm taken. It's a great organization, and I'm just going to start working now.
Is there an NHL player or players that you look up to as an idol and try to mold your game in the same way?
Yeah, I go off Charlie Coyle on Minnesota. Big power forward who could score. He plays on the second first line with Parise, and so he plays with the top guys. So, but he plays with those guys, but he plays his power forward game, creates a lot of space, always in front of the net, and he scores a lot of goals as well. It's hard. It's hard moving away from the family. People don't recognize that you move away from them, but they also, they lose you. I lost a brother and sister, but they lost a brother as well. So it's tough. There's a lot of road trips that they took out to. So I appreciate all the traveling they did for me. It's hard, but you got to do it. You got to do that. That's part of growing up and playing at the next level.
Being in the U.S. development program, what does that mean to where you are today?
A lot. They do such a tremendous job producing young talent and developing guys. Look at their track record; it's second to none. And then with that, like I said, you move away, you go to overseas. So it's a lot of growing up physically, mentally, and you're mature by the time you leave that program.
I know it just happened, but do you let yourself feel proud of everything that you've worked for in your life to be sitting here right now? Has it sunk in, or is it sinking in?
I don't think it's sunk in yet. I think I'll obviously spend tonight and celebrate with my family. But other than that, I think you got to get right to work. I think, like you said, you put in a lot of sacrifice, but you don't want to take a vacation now. You just, you're excited for a day, you want to enjoy it for a day, but I'm just going to start training right after in the following week, and go towards that goal to play in the NHL.
Coyotes fans, how would you describe your game? What's number one on your to-do list when you get on the ice?
Say just play to my power and strength. I'm 6'2", 210 pounds, so I use all of it. I protect the puck really well, but I think you'll always find me in front of the net. I'm always scoring those chippy goals. Have a good shot, so I think I'm a goal scorer, but with that power forward.